Boosting, what up, bro? Kevin Mejia, what's happening, bro? Little morning time action. Jose Menez, what's up, man? Antoine Williams, MTF Productions, Cobra King, Raider J, Music, what's up? What's up? Little morning time action. Michael, what's up? Efren, Random Behavior. I didn't even think this many people would jump on, man. Yeah, man, just getting a little, probably do about 30, 40 minutes here on this treadmill like the old days. Brando, I did a shirt yesterday and 2 letters were coming off. I pressed it 2 times and still the letters were still coming off. Frank's Custom Tee could be your pressure, not enough pressure. It could be your heat press. The heating element's probably not as hot as the other areas. So where the heat is on those 2 letters is probably not giving it enough heat. Or it could be some moisture left in the t-shirt. Ramon, what's up? Ramon or Raymond, what's happening? Brother. Marlon. Mr. Patterson, what's up? Crystal, what's happening? Something Collins, I can't read the rest of it. Mr. Ends, what's happening? H-Town, what up? Diz, what's happening? There was pressure because all the other letters were good. Press the shirt before putting the transfer. Yeah, I don't know what that could be there, man. You dig lifestyle, what's up? Michael says, does Thermoflex cure better on garment with heavy pressure? I press everything pretty much at the same pressure. I go heavy. Pretty much max it out where I can't clamp the press down. I just do that to everything that I press, though. So I don't know if it cures better. I just don't want to run the risk of peeling or something bubbling up or wrinkling up, so I just max the pressure out. Fitted blank shirts, I have no idea. I never buy fitted blank shirts. I never really have a need to, so I wouldn't even know who to go to for that or who has the best one. My only suggestion would be to figure out what type of fitted blank t-shirt, heavyweight, lightweight, shit like that, and then start ordering some samples. Haven't got Skype figured out. Well, I got Skype figured out, but I haven't figured out how to get the audio out also. Because usually on my end, it'll be a big picture with a little picture. I want the pictures to be side by side, same size. So one of my homeboys that's running that same operation now is working on it. The Holy Trinity, heat, pressure, time. That's right. Freshwater, what's happening? Do you do any embroidery? No, I do not. I send all my stuff out that gets embroidered to a local vendor. Michael, not a problem. Morning, bro. I just want to say thanks for all the helpful information you give us. Not a problem, James Kelly. Morning strolls with Brando. Yeah, man. Morning, Big B. Feeling evening lives. I can watch them, not have to jump off because of work. My sister has the Cameo. I just found out she has to just get the heat press. And me, very dope, man. I do the lives in the evening when I'm pressing shit. So after work, when I got orders and I got time, sometimes I don't have time to do it. I'm pressing orders every day. But when I do have the time to set shit up and go through the motions, that's when I do them. But I appreciate that. We'll be doing a lot more of those. Flat Major, what's happening? I couldn't read the first name. One Hat Product. should I put out items on the website? And the message went away. Inspire me well as informative, Mr. Lady. Appreciate that. Good morning. Where do you get your all-style tees from? Can you purchase them in LA? Is there a spot like TSC and SNS? TSC and SNS are going to start carrying all-style. But if you're already going to them, you can just order directly from all-style. Matthew just bought a Cameo, very dope. Arkeem Johnson, what's happening? Is McLogan's vinyl cheaper than where you buy from? I buy from McLogan. That's where I get Thermoflex from. It's just easy for me to go there and pick it up. Do you make sleeveless hoodies? I've never made a sleeveless hoodie. I don't think I've ever seen a sleeveless hoodie. Might be like a trendy thing or a fashion type thing that I'm just not into. Ravant, what's happening, my bro? You got to be up early if you're in Hawaii. Let me see. Random behavior goes to McLogan too. Very dope. Yeah, I just go to McLogan. It makes it easy for myself. I need white vinyl. Go to McLogan, pick some up. You know what I mean? They have them at H&M. I don't shop at H&M either. MTF Production. But yeah, I've never done sleeveless hoodies, but I'm guessing it's the same as pressing a regular hoodie, just with no sleeves. Yeah, man, the rain is dumping over here in Gardena right now. I only have one product on my website. Should I put other items, drop ship, to make my website look more legit? Nah, man. My churro shit, I got 2 shirts on there. I only promote one. Doesn't matter how many products you have to make yourself look legit or more whatever, but just know that the more, like let's say the more items you put out, right? The less. So the more items you put out, the less attention the rest of the items get. So don't force yourself or try to rush putting out a lot of items. If you just have one that you're confident in, just ride with that one until you get some other shit going. All right, let me see. Trying to work out before the kids wake up. That's exactly what I do, man. Oakland is raining. California is just getting dumped on right now. Was a good sublimation printer for someone just starting out. I have no idea, Ramon. I don't do sublimation anymore. But if you looked at some YouTube videos, they show a lot of videos on how to convert an Epson printer into a sublimation printer. And then there's companies that sell like the kit to do all the shit. So I would look into that. I don't know. Fasted cardio, that's right. The crazy Jew is on the treadmill right now listening. That's dope. That's what the podcast is going to be about. Well, not be about, but the podcast is going to be for the cats that want to listen to the shit in their car, do the shit. Like I listen to podcasts while I'm walking on the treadmill or if I'm working out, driving. Rarely listen to the radio. So what I do is I just throw on a podcast and listen. That's the idea behind doing the podcast for you guys is same exact thing. Sharing people's stories, getting shit going, putting out content that people want to hear. You know what I mean? It's the content that I make geared around like brand development and shit like that. The content that I want to make for everybody else is showing other people or sharing other people's stories, business stories, their brand, not necessarily clothing brands, but any kind of business in general. I have a lot of homeboys that do the shit, so I thought it would be dope. What's the difference between a Silhouette and a Cricut? I have no idea. Brand name, probably, Paul. I've never had any experience with the Cricut, so I can't speak on it, but I have used the Cameo. So I keep looking out the window because somebody's in the pool. It's fucking raining. There's somebody in the pool, which is trippy. Chicago checking in. Chicago is a goddamn icebox right now. Appreciate you for jumping on. Lit pre-workout. Better than that Muscle Tech shatter, if you ask me. Pre-workouts are dope, but I try not to use them. Sometimes, like before work, if I know I'm gonna have a crazy day at work, I drink some Bang on the way to work because it'll get me going more so than coffee. But for the most part, pre-workout I really don't use. Can I get your email or website? I need to ask a couple questions and get feedback and opinions. Matthew, to be 1,000% honest, I get like 200 emails a day. I never even get to all of them because it's 200 emails a day. You know what I mean? It's constantly going. Same thing with DMs. It's constantly rolling. Easiest place to ask them is here or in the comments of some of the videos. And then I could actually get to them and actually try to talk them out. Besides doing this shit, I have Patreon clients that have a direct email to me. So I deal with them. So those are the people that are getting the attention first because it's a direct email to me that nobody else has. It's easy for me to go through there and then answer questions with the Patreon clients than it is to the email that I have that everybody uses. And like I said, I get a ton of emails, and a lot of times it's the same exact questions that I already answered in video form, but it's hard for me to go through all of them. So if you have a question, ask it right here. Sometimes when you come on live, I'm driving, so I just listen in. Yeah, man, that's what I do is podcasts and shit like that. I just be listening. Any advice for guys trying to launch their own merch? Yeah, just launch. A lot of people put too much pressure on themselves when they're trying to launch something and put a lot of thought into it. It's good to put some thought into it and have a plan, but you're never going to know until you test the market. So utilize proof of concept. I talk about this almost every day when I do these lives. Prove to yourself that the business that you're in is profitable and your ideas can make some money. That's all it is. So utilize proof of concept. The only way to do that is to actually start selling shit. So don't just sit around and think about what you want to do. Just start putting shit out to sell. I was in my new place throwing a Southern rap concert. Had to pause Big Crit. And I saw you were on here giving up game, checking in from South Carolina. Jeremy, hi, I appreciate that. Shout out to Big Crit too, man. Fuck with him. Andrew Cooper. So Big Jason asked about a design I'm working on. He used a term. Hold up. He used the term rad design or halftone. I don't know the terminology. Please help. Rad design, I'm guessing he's just saying you got a rad design. Halftone, meaning gradients. So something going from dark to light, fading in, like a shadow, like some sort of like a gradient. You know what I mean? When it fades from dark to light, that's a halftone. What are a few of your favorite podcasts? I listen to a lot of different crazy shit. A funny one that I listen to is Tiger Belly with Bobby Lee, the comedian. I listen to Joe Rogan, obviously. I listen to How It's Made. It's a NPR one. That one shows it's like big business, big corporations, them sharing like a 15, 20-minute story on how they got started. It's called How It's Made. That one's very dope. And what else is another one? Some of them I can't remember the name. I just have them saved on my phone. But check those out. Obviously, sometimes I listen to Gary Vee. I only could take Gary Vee in like small doses. He crams a shitload of information into whatever he's doing, so it takes me a while to decipher the shit. Let me see. Matthew Bryn, yeah, not a problem. If you got a question, ask it here. This is where to do it. My vinyl keeps bunching up, so I keep using that sticker thing that comes with Cameo. What's a good vinyl to use? I use Caesar. I use Caesar too, Uncle Rob. I use Caesar. I use Thermoflex. The reason why your vinyl is bunching up, it could be a lot of things. It could be your blade might not all the way be in. Your vinyl might be hitting the set screws that are on the side, or the pressure from the rollers where you feed it in through either might not be locked down. So it could be a lot of different things. Using the little mat, that sticky mat, nothing wrong with that. But those are the things that I could think about offhand is maybe your settings when you're cutting, but something that you just got to work through. But it's not the vinyl, it's something in your settings or the way it's feeding in there. Let me see. In the ride is the best place to zone out on information. Freshwater, you ain't lying, man. Are there revenue thresholds for business licenses? Yeah. So when it comes time to paying taxes, for me, in the city that I live in, the threshold is 50 grand. If you make less than 50 grand, you pay $75 to renew your business license. If you make over 50 grand, every $2,000 made after 50, they add $1 to it. So you would pay the $75, and then anything after that, it would be, 76, 77, and so on and so on and so on. That's just for my local city, Gardena. Not everybody's city operates like that. That's just how my city operates. Miles Big B, Andrew Cooper, not a problem. I was just giving props for a dope design. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured with Rad Design. Is the little dots that make gradients more possible. Thank you, Jason Enns. Legend, what's up? Is the info in your ebook still up to date and accurate? Thinking about buying soon? Yeah, none of that should change. I still use the same companies with the exception of Jason Enns, but everything else is still the same companies that I use. If you're a member of Patreon, obviously you'll see the transfer companies that I'm using on a weekly basis because I show whenever transfers come in or whenever transfers go out, like I'm sending them out. I just showed stickers that I got in, die cut stickers. So all that information is updated weekly on Patreon. And I haven't been posting the Font Fridays as of lately because shit with running the brand for Patreon has been taking up a shitload of my time. I'm constantly shipping out orders, doing shit for the brand to show you guys, to create the content around that brand for you guys. So it's been hard for me to get Font Fridays recorded, uploaded, and all that shit. So that's why that shit's been on hold since the brand's launched. Let me see. What's up, Jersey repping again? That's right. What size is the font you use for your neck label? I don't know what the exact size is, but I design my neck labels anywhere from 1 inch to 3 inch. Just depends on what I like visually, but it's best to go off of what the transfer company can accommodate to. So transfer company screen printers, there's certain limitations that they can print and what they can't print. So they usually have something that says, the weight of a line has to be this big in order to get a clean print. They can't do this weight of a line, this size of a text, all of that shit. So like I said, I go visually off of what I'm doing. I don't know the exact font size, but it could be from 1 inches to 3 inches. It just all depends on when I do things, I like to make sure things are balanced. I don't like things to be heavy on one side and the other side. That's just how I design stuff. So like I said, I just go strictly off of looks. If you're part of Patreon and you see any of the Font Fridays that I do, you'll see my exact process on when I design shit using text. And it's just usually off of eyeball what looks good to me. Let me see. Will LegalZoom tell you about the thresholds in your city? No, because LegalZoom is getting you a DBA. Business license is something you get through your city on your own. Business license is strictly for the city. Then your city will tell you. Thanks, have learned so much from your vids. Trying to start up out here in Inglewood. That's dope, man. A lot of dope money to be made in Inglewood. I ran a bunch of LA hats, Los Angeles hats for the Rams because it's easy money right now. A good place to do it if you were planning on already launching and making some money is be out there in front of Randy's right now, man. There's so many people gathering up out there. Easy way to make some money. Been learning from all your past videos to start my own brand. Keep it up. Big Will, appreciate that. Get that money, man. Hustler, what's up? Is the address the same to send you product for your boxing session? Yes, it is. I can't guarantee that you're going to be on boxing session, only because boxing session is the one segment on my channel that jeopardizes my channel. I don't know if you've been around long enough, but last year they not cut my uploads, but they grayed out my uploads because the channel was under investigation for paid sponsorship, paid ads, without me being transparent to the rest of you guys on what I'm doing. A lot of times you might see other YouTubers that have decent sized channels that are monetizing off of certain shit, running ads, and then they'll try to sell you guys on something and say, hey, I've been using this facial cream for my face, blah, blah, blah. Link is in the description. And that's because it's a paid sponsorship. That facial cream company is paying them to talk about it. It's like doing a commercial for them, right? So in order for YouTube to decipher who's getting paid to do what, people put ad, paid sponsorship. There's something running in the video that shows that you're getting paid to talk about it. When I do boxing sessions, you guys aren't paying me to do it, but I'm leaving live links in the description. So it's all the ingredients of a paid sponsorship. I'm unboxing something on my video. I'm telling you guys who sells it, where you can buy it. And then I'm not getting anything from the company, right? YouTube doesn't understand that. They don't think nobody's going to be doing this shit for free. So that's why I was under investigation. For myself, I can't just post those videos up because of I'm not getting paid, for one. YouTube doesn't understand that. So I can't jeopardize the channel for one boxing session. That's why the last time I did them, I did it on a live session the other night. Savvy Designs, Disneyland Goonies, and the transfer company that shot me transfers was all unboxed on a live session video. But if you wanted to send shit in, that's the address to do it. Thinking of doing some Illustrator tutorials, Jose Jimenez, I suggest you fucking do that, dude. That would help tremendously to a lot of people. Still doing the boxing sessions, bro, so I can send some gear. Yep, I just answered that. The easy way to do it, if you just wanted to pay for a boxing session, the threshold of pay would be like $350. That's what the channel, that's the money I'd be losing if I uploaded a boxing session and the channel went dormant again. $350 would get you a paid sponsorship for me to unbox your shit. Or you go to Patreon and pay $100 and get your shit unboxed. That's why I priced that way, so you could actually be a sponsor of the channel. That's not just to make money. That's to be able to tell YouTube, this person is paying this much to be a sponsor. That's how that works. Because at the end of the day, majority of the people, like if you were sending me something to be unboxed, if you just wanted general feedback and critique, I could do that all day long. I could send you an email saying, hey man, I thought this, this, and this. If you wanted me to make a video of it and send it out and publish it, you just pretty much want the publicity, right? That's the raw side of things. Is obviously you're just trying to leverage the publicity of me shouting your brand out to get sales. We all do that shit. As brand owners, we all do the shit. So if you just wanted feedback, by all means, send the shit, send your email. I'll give you the honest feedback. You don't even got to send me the shit. You can send me a picture of the shit and I could give you some fucking feedback, right? Post it up on your Instagram, tag me in it, and I'll give you the fucking feedback in the comments. But if you wanted the actual promotion now, so in order not to jeopardize the channel, it would have to be paid for. Or I'd do the shit on a live session. That's like the real raw truth of how that shit works. Like watching the videos, fools try to get over on you. I'll definitely look into your ebooks, Patreon. Appreciate the honest feedback. Learned a lot. Uncle Rob, I appreciate it. The Patreon is made more so for information on running the brand and shit like that, right? It's made for people that are either starting the brand or already started and just need basic guidance on how I'm doing things so they could apply it to their own brands. That's all Patreon's for. That's why it's priced that way. That's why it's the information shared in there is you could sign up for a month and then cancel the shit. You know what I mean? It's if you needed that information, that's where it's at. If you don't need the information and you enjoy the content here on YouTube, you don't got to pay for shit and you could just watch YouTube videos. You know what I mean? The Facebook group is made for people that that need that design feedback, that need tips, tricks, access to a lot of other brand owners. Everybody helps everybody inside that group, which is dope, man. There's a lot of people that just try to request the group. They're finding it now. The group is growing, but the only way to get in is through Patreon. That's the only way you'll have access to the actual group and information shared in the group. Like I said, it's not for everybody. If you wanted to invest in yourself and your brand and just for the information, then it's there. $3, $5 is not a lot of money to invest in yourself. You know what I mean? People spend that shit on coffee. People spend that on McDonald's. Spend more than that on McDonald's. It's a fucking Little Caesars pizza. That kind of shit right there. If you wanted the information, that's why it's a paid for group, because people actually respect the group. They understand what the group is about and they actually respect it. The last group we had, people posted reckless because they weren't invested into the group and the group got shut down. So that's why this time around, it's a little bit different. Let's see. Sal, do you ever feel like everything you do is shit? Started a brand last March. Have 70 designs, sold 300 tees. Frustrating to get exposure. It's all depends on how you market yourself. That's all it is. It comes down to what you do to market yourself. You have to think of it of you're in a business that's oversaturated with everybody making t-shirts. What's going to set you aside from the rest of the 5 million people that are doing the same exact thing you are? It's all in how you market, on who you're marketing to and who you're targeting. That's all it comes down to. It's no secret. There's no special recipe for the shit. It's actual marketing to the people that you want to buy your shit, or that you want to be buying your shit, I should say. That's all it is. So if you understand and you know who you want to sell to, how you want to sell it, the people you want to market to, if you understand that, then selling 700 designs isn't the issue. It's actually knowing who you're selling to so you could get 300 sales a month instead of for the year. You know what I mean? Let's see. Sometimes I think I should just scrap the whole idea because I spend a lot of time just pissing it to the wind. Being a perfectionist and lacking inspiration is a double whammy. If you scaled back on designing, like say out of the 70, you take the 5 that are most popular to you, the ones that you feel most passionate about, the ones that are making the most money, you scrap the other 65 and you focus on marketing those 5 that actually sold, then you would understand, then your focus is not so much on just keep creating, but actually marketing the shit that's already been working. Thanks for the knowledge. Video Garage, not a problem. Appreciate you for watching. What kind of transfer paper do you use? I personally don't make transfers, so I don't even know what kind of paper is the best paper to use. Through watching your video on pricing, got my first 100-piece order yesterday. Thanks, it helped a lot. HTV front design, black tees, that's right. 100 t-shirts, man, that's a shitload of weeding though. Good luck with that. That's dope that you're getting money though. Legit live chat, H-Town, I appreciate it. Hooked Up Clothing, what up? Started my brand with the concept of faith and religion, but coming from the island, kind of wanting to rep islands as well. I can always design and incorporate the two. I guess my question is, how do I get out of a category of brands? Reinvent the grand scheme of your idea is dope. The what you want to do, what the idea that you have for your shirts or for your designs is dope as fuck. But what the easiest way to do it is focus on one thing and then grow from that one thing. You know what I mean? So having stuff that's faith-based, stuff like that, which is a dope category to be in if you wanted to make money. But if you eventually wanted to branch out or cross-pollinate the two, island-style living, faith-based religion-based brand, you got to figure out one thing that you want to focus on first and then grow from there. So get a small group, whether it's the religion side or the island side, and sell to that one audience first before you start cross-pollinating the two, or before you start understanding, or not understanding, but before you get mixed up in trying to serve both groups of people. Obviously, they could be combined into one, but now you're selling to a really broad audience, right? Religion and faith-based group, island-style group. If you just took the islanders and you sold directly to them and made shit relatable to them, and then from there started offering faith-based stuff, then it would work, because you have to focus on one thing. Like I will say, if you start very small, it's easy to expand after that. Very easy. Looking to order my equipment to start up in South Florida. Can I order vinyl prints through you? I like your designs. You cannot order designs from me. I don't design for people. So you can't order through me, but there's a lot of dope graphic designers in here that you could hit up, Diz Majiz being one of them. Frankie's Custom Tee, the way you get to the Facebook group is through Patreon. You go to patreon.com/bigbrando. You'll see the tier for the Facebook group on there. That's exactly how I do the treadmill, man. I go 9, 5, 3, flat to cool down. King Knowledge. 180 upside down, man. That's right. I cut my first design with Cameo and Caesar Easy Week. Came out perfect. Very dope. Nicholas Jacob. Ready to get the money now. I want to target car and truck clubs because that's where I'm going to get the business. That's the easiest place to be in business. One tip that I could give you about that shit is when you target the clubs, you could always do their club t-shirts. You could always do their meetup t-shirts, their picnics, their annual anniversary shirts. There's always constant money in this scene. Outside of that, you can make shit geared towards trucks. If you're into lifted trucks, mini trucks, whatever it is, you could always make shit for a specific brand of truck. I know a dude that was doing K5 Blazers, and all he did was K5 Blazers. Then he went to S10 trucks. Then he grew within that. There used to be a dude that used to watch this the live stream called Loud and Lifted. He used to just strictly target lifted trucks, and he grew his page straight through lifted truck scene and started killing it. It's a dope spot to be in. I suggest investing in the Patreon page. I say $5 and it goes a long way. Trust Raven, I appreciate that, man. I really do. If you tweak a pic from the internet, can you then legally put the print on a t-shirt and sell it as long as it doesn't look the same? You're walking a really fine line of what's legal and what's not legal. Personally, I can't give you that advice, but all I can say is you operate your own brand at your own risk. Carlos Simpson, what's happening? Talked a little bit about everything. Brand development, brand operation. I didn't have to go to your Patreon, found the private group page and join, but you haven't accepted me. I only accept Patreon people. That's the reason why you haven't been accepted, is because you have to pay to be in the group. So you have to be a member of Patreon in order to be part of the group. King Green, what's up, bro? About marketing is if there is a demand, you don't have to sell the product, sells itself. Carlos Simpson is absolutely correct. That's why I make stuff relatable to the customer to make for the easier sell. So the product sells itself. You don't have to constantly try to be selling the product. All the honest advice. The number one, Rachel Radcliffe. Appreciate that. Akabron, aka Bron, what's up? Appreciate your feedback. Mahalo is not a problem rap vent. It's a good name for my business, Frank's Custom Tees or Frank's Mafia Tee. Mafia sounds cool, but if you're doing custom tees, I would roll with custom. It all depends on who you want to market to and how you want to market it, Frank. If you do Frank's Mafia, it's cool to a certain audience. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. If that's the only questions, I'm about to get up out of here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in Sunday, Super Bowl. I don't know who you guys are going for, but I'll probably be going live again later tonight because I have a shitload of t-shirts to press to get them sent out on Monday. So I'll probably be going live, all right? Catch you guys later. Peace.